Maslo CNC. Traditionally, for wood cutting, tools such as saws, hand drills, planks, chisels, and knives are used. Craftsmen who have to do a lot of work resort to laser machines. However, all of these tools can now be replaced with a simple yet innovative tool. Here's a CNC profile cutting machine. It was developed by Maslo. It can handle a wide range of materials such as solid wood, veneer, chipboard, plywood, laminate, and parquet. The cutting accuracy of the machine is 0.4 millimeters. The advantage of the machine is its simple construction, which consists of 4 elements: a side drill, the movable body, weights, and a chain gear system. The machine moves along the working surface, changing the length of the chains on which it hangs. The maximum working area is 120 by 240 centimeters. The maximum cutting speed is 120 centimeters per minute, although it certainly depends on the hardness of the material. You can buy a Maslo CNC machine for $500. Lumberjack tenon cutters. Before people invented cement, mortise, and tenon joints were widely used to erect structures around the world. Wooden parts were ground from the ends in a special way. Some of them had mortise holes or grooves, others were made in the form of tenons. Then the tenon was inserted into the hole. The craftsmen adjusted their dimensions so precisely that they were securely fastened. Although the technology is used less frequently today, people have come up with improved tools for it. They allow to grind wood in the shortest possible time so that you can get a tenon. The company Lumberjack produces special drill bits. By spinning, they give the desired shape to the logs in a matter of minutes. Several series are available too. The standard one for home use totals 3 nozzles. Their cutting diameters are 2.5, 4, and 5 centimeters. The production series includes 6 models with a cutting diameter of 2.5 to 7.5 centimeters. It is noteworthy that the nozzles can have different shapes for a wide variety of finished spikes. The cost of one cutter ranges from $120 to $425. Hilti SD M1 and 2. Workers who need to do a lot of work every day know how important it is to use high-tech tools. They're easy to use and significantly increase the speed and productivity on the construction site. These tools include the screwdrivers with magazine attachments you see on the screen. The Hilti company based in Liechtenstein offers 2 models, the SD M1 and the SD M2. The first one is suitable for screws from 25 to 35 millimeters. The second one is for larger ones from 25 to 51 millimeters. They have the same capacity of 25 screws. The tool is designed for internal finishing works. It is used to fasten plasterboard, wooden panels, and external covering sheets. The magazines are compact and lightweight so as to not increase the load on the worker's hands. The speed of work is thus increased. The worker has to stop less frequently to reload. The advantage is that switching from the magazine mode to the single screw mode can be done in one simple movement. The price of the tool is $99. Kirk wrench. Initially, the tool you see on the screen was designed for plumbers. It was supposed to help them to tighten or screw valves or washers even in the most hard-to-reach and isolated places, such as under a sink or behind a toilet. After a while, the Kirk Wrench LLC team decided to improve the tool. It now has a much wider range of use. The modern Kirk wrench will become an invaluable assistant to car mechanics, aircraft engineers, as well as any other people whose work involves repairs. Despite its versatility, the tool has a fairly simple design. 2 arches are attached to the handle, one fixed and the other flexible. The last element of the construction is the ratchet mechanism, which creates a rotational movement. Thus, the Kirk wrench can take almost any shape necessary to adapt to the working situation. This means that this $50 tool can handle virtually any repair task. PipeCut 170 battery. Tools capable of sawing high-hardness materials don't necessarily have to be bulky and heavy. This is the PipeCut 170 battery pipe cutter. The Finnish company Exact Tools manufactures such equipment. The tools perform fast, accurate cutting of metal and plastic pipes. The thickness of the metal walls which it can handle is 6 mm. The plastic is 14 mm thick. The advantage of this pipe cutter is the high speed of blade rotation. The idle rate is 4,000 revolutions per minute. This allows the operator to process metal and alloys of different strengths. For example, acid-resistant and stainless steel, cast iron, aluminium, copper. Another advantage is the compactness and portability. The version of the pipe cutter shown here is rechargeable, which means that the operator doesn't have to bother with wires or look for an outlet. The blade diameter is 140 mm. The tool weighs 5.7 kilograms, and you can buy it at a price of $1,275 or higher. Storm Series. Rescue services find themselves in different situations in their work. It's difficult to predict what kind of trouble a person will have to be rescued from, so there should always be a diverse set of tools at hand. Last year, TNT Rescue Systems introduced its own set of tools, known as the Storm Series. This video shows how easy it is to fix a damaged car body using these tools. The Storm Series includes expanders of various sizes. They're designed to expand cracks in the joints of difficult-to-move objects. They can also hold loads, deform and shrink material, and make way through debris. Pliers, universal shears, and cutter scissors are designed to cut metal and pipes. They'll also be able to cut through steel fittings. Some of them are powerful enough to lift a load and fix it in the desired position. It is noteworthy that cutting the front pillar of the car takes no more than 10 seconds with this cutter. Hydraulic wedges are used in situations where it's necessary to apply very high pressure to an object. For example, they're used to press down steel doors and widen gaps. The cost of each tool that we showed is about $10,000. Nargesa PP200. The last tool we'll show you today is a hydraulic bending press for cold forging. It's produced by the Spanish company Nargesa. The PP200 is able to bend cold workpieces, as well as fold, cut, and shape them. Also, the model shown can stretch and compress any kind of metal. Tools like the Nargesa PP200 are needed at factories that manufacture pipes, sheet metal, profiles, and rods. The press affects the workpieces with a force of 20 tons. It's noteworthy that traditional bending machines for strip steel don't allow the complete bending of parts and metal elements. The Nargesa PP200 does not have this disadvantage, as roll forging is allowed to be combined with hot forging machines. A 4-mold bending die comes with the press, and additional molds can also be purchased. This significantly extends the range of operation. The price of the Nargesa PP200 is $11,000.